Hey, Backfocus fans, we made a website on Wix. It's kind of bare bones right now, but that's all it needs to be. Just a hub for all of our current and future content in one easy-to-see space. YouTube can be kind of confusing sometimes. I've personally been using Wix for years now to create my own custom websites, whether it's for my acting resume or my podcast that I do with Kenny, Walken 101. I've made all of these from scratch, but there are plenty of these templates to choose from, and no matter what you decide to do, everything's customizable down to the letter, making each website personal, unique, and an original masterpiece. They offer creative freedom and a solution to everything you need. So if you're looking to create your own website and you want to support our channel, check out Wix.com. You know where they are. Thank you to everyone at Wix, and enjoy the video.
Alright, so back with Acting Oddities.
Yes.
Today, who are we watching today?
Martin Short.
Martin Short. I love Martin Short.
Yeah?
You got Father the Bride, Jiminy Glick, Three Amigos.
Oh yeah, classics.
Love them. Inner Space, one of my favorites. What are we watching on Martin Short today?
Law and Order. SVU. The one with like all the sex crimes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go smear some mud on my ass. What?
Well, we got Martin Scorsese also on the list. Well, he does a great, as I'm sure many people are aware, he does a great cameo appearance in Taxi Driver.
Okay, alright, so he's pretty creepy in that too. I understand now why it's called Creepy Marties.
Creepy Marties, indeed.
Is this some kind of psychological exam?
No.
It's like the beginning of Blade Runner. I'm gonna get shot. Remember the guy?
Yeah, but that's it.
This is the back of my basement. We've put a lot of...
We didn't really put much into it, just kind of was like this.
Yeah, it's already looked like a crime scene. So we just kind of rearranged some things. Random objects in different places. There's some bolt cutters there. A crowbar
Back here, and got a lot of Angel Soft stuff, you know, because you want to pat down the victims afterwards.
Exactly. So whatever objects you see, whatever we're wearing, you can create your own creepy story with what is going on.
Rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's cold.
So Martin Short appeared in a 2005 episode of Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit. This episode is called Pure. He plays Sebastian.
Already.
Pure. Like, you know, like, what do you think of when you think Pure?
When it's Law and Order Special Victims Unit and the title's Pure, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Nothing pure about this.
And his character is kind of introduced as somebody who is a psychic, and he's helping out, quote unquote, trying to help out with a Special Victims Unit case.
Okay.
Hi, you've reached the Sellers residence. Tell us something good.
Your daughter is such a hot piece of ass. Best sex I ever had. She's a screamer. Did you know that? Made me crazy. Especially when she screamed, "Mom!" while I...
Pervert!
That's his voice. It's just... it's gross. Why is this on TV? First off, this is on like network television, and people like watch this like it's no big deal.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's just par for the course, man. With Law and Order.
God,
You kidding? Come on.
disgusting.
All right, so fast forwarding here, this is his first appearance in the episode when he approaches Christopher Maloney, the great Christopher Maloney.
Wet hot American summer.
I finish up them taters. I'm gonna go fondle my sweaters. Come on, what?
Munch and Finn are going through it now. Teru is working on the phone, but it's pretty mangled.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt. I've seen the girl
He
you're looking
just appears.
He just like wanders in all like bright-eyed.
He's such a great... He looks like a little elf. He looks like a little, like, gnome or something.
Like a little majestic creature from a Disney
A
movie.
woodland creature.
Just
Yeah.
wandered out of a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
You believe I'm mentally ill?
He's good.
Look, I have worked with many other police departments on missing persons cases. My name is Sebastian Ballantyne.
The Sebastian Valentine?
You've heard of me?
No.
Stabler, Officer Baxter.
Essentially, he's a criminal from Canada. He's a previous sex offender. Married his wife, but he didn't want to have sex with her because she wasn't a virgin.
Okay.
So he and his wife started going on, she would find virgins for him to rape, and then he would...
Who the hell is writing this story?
I wouldn't have had to rape virgins if she'd been one.
The low light.
Just like...
I knew the second I tried to consummate.
You couldn't perform.
I could read her face like a book. She was used goods.
Been there.
What is it about this virgin component?
To the grieving husband of the woman you butchered.
But I'm the only mother he knows.
You stupid, dizzy cow!
I'm sorry, I love you.
Let it go, Balance.
Are you happy now? That's what I get for associating with a filthy slut! Let it go!
When he shouted, he kind of sounded like Jiminy Glick.
I like him pure. Yes. Just imagine him as Jiminy Glick as this character.
Yeah.
Now, if you're nice to me, I might tell you where I hid the body.
What's your big beef with the Nazis?
She wasn't a virgin. I didn't like that. No, she wasn't a virgin. She was used goods.
Driver is not about Italians. It's about a Midwesterner who drives a taxi cab at night in New York, which is the worst time you can do it. The worst time, any time in New York, night, you know. But it's my favorite time in New York, though, the night.
Do you want an artichoke heart? It's not like degrading. It's like chewing gum now.
Are you gonna spit it out?
Mm-hmm.
Just commit. Just swallow it. Don't be a wimp. Just swallow it. You're showing weakness right now. It's being captured. Just swallow the artichoke heart. Here you go.
Go on. I'm still there.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her with a .44 Magnum pistol. I have a .44 Magnum pistol. I'm gonna kill her with that gun. Did you ever see what a .44 Magnum pistol would do to a woman's face? I mean, it would destroy it. Just blow her right apart. That's what it can do to her face. Now, did you ever see what it can do to a woman's and that you should see. That you should see what a .44 Magnum is going to do to a woman's you should see.
That was a pleasant little ride there. Why did Martin Scorsese want to do this character? What was the intrigue behind this role?
Because the actor who was going to portray that character, did the monologue, got into an accident. And it was the last week of shooting, and it was a last-minute decision.
Oh, wow. All right, so he just kind of had to throw himself in there because it was like, shoot, man.
Exactly. So
we're down to the wire here. I'll creep it up for you. Preference. Who did you prefer? Did you prefer creepy Martin Short, or did you prefer creepy Martin Scorsese? Who did you...
I liked creepy Martin Scorsese more. I thought it was less distracting because of who Martin Short is. I mean, Martin Short did a good job, but I think I like Martin Scorsese. I like seeing him act here and there. We saw him when we were doing Walken on 101. He played like an accountant or something.
Yeah.
In a really obscure, awful Christopher Walken movie.
You owe the state of Florida $147,956.
Mm-hmm.
That's exclusive of interest and penalties. If you do not pay, the state of Florida is empowered to place a lien on all your holdings, both real and intangible, and to initiate criminal proceedings.
And he's just got that manic energy that's kind of, it works when you find the right character for it.
See, I liked Martin Short's creepiness a little bit better because it was just out there, man. It was there's some layers to that were so over the top and so ridiculous that you just feel uncomfortable at some points watching it.
It's a good Disney performance. Because in Disney, they tell you that you can't go too over the top. Like, every time I've auditioned for Disney, it's like, I thought I was being outlandish, and my acting teacher would be like, no, just multiply it by 100. So, if there are any upcoming Disney sex offender movies coming out, it's perfect. It's on that level.
Best sex I ever had.
Alright, well, we're just going to go back to just putting the mask on and just breathing. And,
alright, I'll leave you to it.
Just wondering why I'm doing this series. Acting Oddities. it.